Since Simon Ekpa's arrest, a lot of people have, celebrated his arrest and spoken in support of a federal government or the Finland's government involvement in his arrest. Even IPOB have said that they support his arrest 100%. Before we delve right into the details of today's news, if you have not subscribed to this channel or this is your first time here, please subscribe, like this video, also leave your opinions in the comment section. Reno Omokri is accusing Peter Obi of being quiet and not being vocal in this very important time that people need to raise their voice and speak whether for or against Simon Ekpa's arrest. We need to know where you belong to, if you are in support of his arrest or you are not. I know that this is a very sensitive matter. He might he's trying to be very careful. He's trying to tread carefully, which I understand, but at the same time, people need to know where you belong. Are you in support of his arrest or you're against it? Let us know. Former presidential aide Reno Omokri has accused Peter Obi of being loudly quiet since prominent Biafran separatist Simon Ekpa was arrested over alleged terrorist activities in Finland. Now, I want to also say that this is not the first time that Reno Omokri is voicing out his opinion and, accusing Peter Obi of one thing or the other. I remember the last time he said that why is Peter Obi always donating to the eastern part of the country and, to his own people, whereas the Yorubas also voted for him. Not only did they vote for him, he actually won in the presidential election. He won in Lagos State. So why is he just, donating to the eastern part of a country which means that when eventually he becomes the president, he's going to be partial. And this is the same person who is always speaking against Tinubu for being one-sided. This is according to Reno Omokri. But moving on, Omokri said Obi always has something to say if it is something that concerns the Southwest or the North. He stated this via his ex handle, formerly known as Twitter. Reno Omokri on Friday, November 22nd. The social media critic said Obi spoke when the Labour Party chairman, Julius Abure, and PDOM Nigeria were arrested, but has been quiet since Ekpa was arrested in Finland. Why has Peter Obi been unusually and loudly quiet since Simon Ekpa's arrest on suspicion of engaging in terrorist activities by the Finland government? Please fact-check me. When Julius Abure and and the Labour Party chairman was arrested, Peter Obi spoke up within hours. When PDOM Nigeria was arrested, Obi spoke up, calling Nigeria a banana republic. Peter Obi even spoke up after being detained at London's Heathrow Airport. So why is he quiet now over Ekpa's arrest? Is this not the same man who always has something to say? If it is a matter that touches the Southwest or the North, why this strange quietness? The acting spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Kemi Ebienfa, said that the federal government would continue to track the progress of Ekpa's legal case. It emphasized the importance of the proceedings in addressing the influence of IPOB and transnational actors in Nigerians' national security. You all, what are your thoughts? Do you think that Peter Obi is just deliberately keeping quiet? Because we all know that this is a very sensitive issue. Even sometimes, I avoid, or is that I avoid, or I try to be very diplomatic about it, because I understand that this is a very, very sensitive topic to a lot of people. But that being said, I do not think that because you are trying to tread carefully or because you are trying to be careful, you don't want to hurt people's feelings, you shouldn't also come out to say the truth. Just say your mind. People are going to support you irrespective of the fact that you are for or against them. If you have the support of people, you have it. But because I know that, the 2027 presidential election is just around the corner, before you blink, the election is here. So people are really very, very are careful, and you know that he has a lot of supporters, a lot of Igbo supporters, a lot of people believe that he's fighting for them, which I do not think that is the case. I do not think he's fighting for the Igbos, because if you're fighting for Igbos, you would not allow them to, you will not say that they should sit at home by force when they should be chasing their daily bread. We all know that Igbos are very hardworking people. You know, they love to hustle, they love their businesses. And for you to ask them to sit at home, it means you're punishing them. And for what? Punishing them for what? All this while that they've been sitting at home, I beg, who will it affect? Did it affect Tinubu, or it affects the federal government? You're just punishing your own people for no just reason, for no just cause, saying that it's for the cause of Nnamdi Kanu's release. Even Nnamdi Kanu himself has said countless times that, please stop this sit at home. Don't do it for me. Stop the sit at home. Not only the sit at home matter, you know, people are dying. Unknown gunmen, increase in insecurity issues in the eastern part of the country. You know, this wahala of his supporters in the eastern part of the country is also part of it. So I believe that whether people are going to support you or vote for you, it doesn't matter. If they like you, they like you. And when it comes to Peter Obi, I think there is nothing Peter Obi can even do to fall from the to fall from the good books or the graces of people. Or how do they say it? I don't know if I'm correct. You know, I don't think there is anything Peter Obi can do at this point. God forbid, though, if Peter Obi take shit rub body, they go still like him, because he has that love. I don't know. The love is just, I don't know. I don't even know how to put it. So whether you are for Simon Ekpa, we know he has a lot of supporters, and people might, you know, come for you and say, why did Peter Obi say all of this and that? But irrespective of that fact, you are still going to have a lot of supporters. Trust me, you will. Before we go, guys, let's take a look at a few reactions we got online. Odion says, what do you want Obi to say? He has never associated himself with any of the agitators of the eastern part of Nigeria. You're trying to bring him to your shameful level will not work. No appointment for you, betrayers. Tinubu is now in the habit of, you know, compensating people who have spoken against him in the past, like Daniel Wahala, who is now in Aso Rock. Although he has been demoted, he felt like he's in the palace. He has now been given the appointment that was taken away from, what's this guy's name? The former spokesperson for the presidential spokesperson. He went straight to address the press, thinking that he's now the boss before he was demoted. Anyway, moving on. Stella says, please, the president should take this lunatic Omokri, useless psychiatric, where he will function very well, because the knot in his brain is no longer in good shape. Hey, whoa. Kingsley Maduka says, you must be crazy. You would die because of Peter Obi. Why you don't want anything good for Nigeria? Lastly, a comment from Titus Okula says, you this caricature, leave Peter Obi alone. He is not your mate and will never be. If you are looking for an appointment like Daniel Wala, find someone else. You are never the one who has been telling Peter Obi where and when to speak. Is it a crime for someone not involving you in his campaign committee? Why can't you talk for your principle? Leave Obi alone. It's a warning. Gloria Ediare says, why don't you leave Obi out of your issues? You are so filled with rage and jealousy over his progress that even in irrelevant matters, the first thing that comes to your mind is Peter Obi. And God bless Obi, who has refused to come down to your level. Small, there is God and there is tomorrow as well. Thank you very much, you all, for always listening and watching. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain for now. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.